Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, and we are officially in spooky season. For some, it's been that season since their local retail store put up the Halloween decorations early, along with the Christmas decorations to remind everyone that the holidays are coming and there will be no chance of making your family happy with the toys that you buy.
Here's to you, Dad.
And for some, we're receiving more horror movies than usual, which is always a magical time in any sort of these holidays. If you have a passion for these types of celebrations, you'll profess your love for it by creating art, whether it be a song, movie, painting, sculpture, you name it. And I'm glad we are in this type of Halloween spirit because although I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to the horror genre, it gets me in the mood to brush up on any classic slash indie slash foreign horror films. But there is one in particular I'm legitimately, no bullshitting, anticipating ever since I found out this movie even existed, and that's HELLFEST. Is this movie gonna be stupid? I'm sure it's gonna be, but it's the concept alone on how a killer is getting away with all these kills based off of this extremely controversial theme park that makes its prop deaths seem real. And plus, I couldn't go to any of these theme parks this year because I'm extremely poor and I'm starving. Just like what we always do here on this channel, we celebrate the movies that came out before this soon-to-be masterpiece. Without them, there would be no HELLFEST, which is an absolute tragedy here on planet Earth. So grab your spooky gear, play some spooky music, and let's jump right into some haunted theme park movies, which there should actually be a whole lot of them. I can't imagine why we wouldn't have a whole lot of them actually. So the first movie we have is the 1981 classic, The Funhouse. And there we have four teenage friends spend the night in a carnival funhouse and are stalked by a deformed man in a Frankenstein mask, directed by Tobe Hooper. Wait a second, in a Frankenstein mask? Doesn't look like looks like honeycombs, like that cereal honeycombs, but he mixed in with apparently Frankenstein with a jack-o'-lantern, and he has an axe. When's the last time that Frankenstein's ever had a mask? Here we have the Funhouse Massacre, the 2015 film. It's a comedy horror, apparently. 6 of the world's scariest psychopaths escape from the local asylum and proceed to unleash terror on the unsuspecting crowd of a Halloween funhouse, whose themed mazes are inspired by their various reigns of terror. So it's basically HELLFEST. And here we have a 2013 film, Escape from Tomorrow. And it looks like, this photo right here, it looks like it's from Disneyland, but they just turned the saturation all the way down. It's like the Mickey Mouse glove that's covered in blood. Obviously, it's because they got the Disney fonts right here. And it says, in a world of fake castles and anthropomorphic rodents, an epic battle begins when an unemployed father's sanity is challenged by a chance encounter with 2 underage girls on holiday. Oh, it's from Japan! Here we have the 2006 film, Dark Ride. And it says a group of 6 friends on a road trip stop off at an amusement park attraction named Dark Ride, unaware that a psychopath who brutally murdered 2 girls has just escaped a mental institution and is seeking refuge there. You know, I think that might be the actual plot twist of HELLFEST. Like, this guy may be part of like a mental institution, and but he just somehow escaped, which is weird because like, why would you put a theme park right next to a mental institution? It's like begging for people to die there. Here we have the 2010 film Closed for the Season. Trapped in a forgotten amusement park, the young woman Christy finds herself terrorized by the living memories of the park. She must break free from the park's grasp before she becomes its next victim. So she's haunted by the memories? The memories are killing her? That makes no goddamn sense. Jay Walfell. Of course, we have the notoriously bad movie Jaws 3D, 1983. The sons of Police Chief Brody must protect customers at a SeaWorld theme park after a 35-foot shark becomes trapped in the park with them. Well, if they just stay away from the water, then they're fine? I don't get... Oh no, there's a 35-foot shark within the park, but it can't go anywhere if it's in water. Aw, Dennis Quaid, god damn it. Why are you in this movie, man? Here we have the 2012 film, Scream Park. A failed amusement park owner devises a plan to commit gruesome murders in the park as a publicity stunt to sell tickets. So he's killing people in order to sell tickets for this thing called Scream Park. Oh, it has a sequel. It has absolutely no poster. It says Return to Scream Park. Set 2 years after the events of the first film, Return to Scream Park brings us back to the park that started it all. Purchased by a mysterious corporation, the park is undergoing... you know, see full summary. It's undergoing renovations by a group of young summer interns when the murders suddenly start again. Meanwhile, a local sheriff continues to dig for answers as to who was really behind the murders. Oh, so I think I kind of spoiled it for myself. So the killer from Scream Park really isn't the person that was committing the murders? Actually, no, that's kind of a neat plot twist. I'm not gonna lie. Here we have the 1955 film Revenge of the Creature, which looks like Creature of the Black Lagoon. But I just looked up movies that like haunted theme park movies, and this popped up, so I'm putting this here on my video. But right here it says, men capture the creature from the Black Lagoon and make him an aquarium attraction from which he escapes. Okay, so it is kind of like a theme park movie, but it's just a creature from the Black Lagoon, and he's killing people like this woman in red right there. Thrills, shock, suspense, and terror. Here we have Godzilla vs. Gigan, 1972. The original title. Oh man, I'm not even gonna pronounce that. But a man begins to suspect that something is wrong about his employers. Meanwhile, Godzilla and Anguirus are, is that how you say it? Anguirus are alerted to something strange going on. What the fuck is even going on in this picture? And it's supposed to take place within a theme park? And here we have three ninjas high noon at Mega Mountain with your boy Hulk Hogan. He's all right, let's read the synopsis. I'm actually very interested. Three young boys, Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum. What the fuck is, who names their kid Tum Tum? Okay, together with their neighbor girl, computer whiz Amanda, are visiting Mega Mountain Amusement Park when it is invaded by an army of ninjas led by Hulk Hogan, baby. Let's see full summary. Right, Hulk Hogan. He's leading the army of ninjas. Where am I? I'm completely lost. By Evil Medusa. Oh, okay, Evil Medusa. So I'm assuming Hulk Hogan is a Medusa who wants to take over the park and hold the owners for ransom. Why is Medusa in Three Ninjas? Kids and retired TV star Dave Dragon, who made his farewell appearance at the park at the time that the ninjas appeared, have to break Medusa's vicious plans. Who in the right mind thought that this was a good idea? And here we have, the very popular TV show Westworld. I'm not sure if any of you knew, but Westworld was based off of a movie. A robot malfunction creates havoc and terror for unsuspecting vacationers at a futuristic, adult-themed amusement park. God damn it. Michael Crichton. Is this that same guy that wrote Jurassic Park? Oh, but we have the sequel to Westworld. It says Future World. This poster says, where Westworld stopped, Future World begins. Offering fantasies, sensuality, I can't read. Adventure, complete satisfaction guaranteed. Entry fee, $1,200 per day. Exit fee, your life. Upon uncovering the dirty secret of futuristic theme park Future World, an ex-employee is killed after he tips off two other reporters who decide to do an undercover investigation. Here we have the 1983 film Something Wicked This Way Comes. In a small American town, a diabolical circus and its demonic proprietor prey on the townsfolk. I don't even know what to say about it. It's not really giving me any clues on it, whether it's like a theme. Actually, no, I take it back. I look at the poster. There's a Ferris wheel right there, right in the dab center of where his chest is. So, okay, that counts as a theme park movie. And apparently, the movie that we talked about before was actually a remake. We have the original Something Wicked This Way Comes, and where it has absolutely zero plot to it. So I have no idea what this movie is about. It could be something completely different, or it may not even be the original at all. And here we have the 1989 film Santa Sangre, which is directed by Alejandro Jodorowsky. Right here it says, a former circus artist escapes from a mental hospital to rejoin his armless mother, the leader of a strange religious cult, and is forced to enact brutal murders in her name as he becomes her arms. Sounds kind of like Psycho, but except it's the mom's alive and it's based within a circus. So I guess not like Psycho. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. We have the 1972 classic Vampire Circus and greatest blood show on Earth. That's actually a really neat poster. As the plague sweeps the countryside, a quarantine village is visited by a mysterious traveling circus. Soon, young children begin to disappear, and the locals suspect the circus trope might be hiding a horrifying secret. Wow, I think I might actually have to put that on my to-watch list. Now, that got me, I'm legitimately intrigued by it. And of course, we have the 2018 movie, the masterpiece, Best Picture winner, HELLFEST. A masked serial killer turns a horror-themed amusement park into his own personal playground, terrorizing a group of friends, while the rest of the patrons believe that is all part of the show. Who stars in it? Gregory Plotkin, Seth M. Sherwood, Blair Butler, Ben Ricks, Taylor Kloss, Rain Edwards. So a lot of no names. Gregory Plotkin, I'm pretty sure you're gonna knock out one of the best films of the year. And here we have the HELLFEST, the 2018 apparent. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's actually part of like a musical festival thing. So, and here we have the houses that October built, a 2011 film. Every October, over 30 million people will visit Halloween haunted houses. This film sheds light on the dark world of haunting. This documentary? Oh, it is documentary. And here we have the 2014 film, the same name, The Houses October Built. And it says 5 friends are stalked by a group of mysterious and disturbed individuals while on a road trip looking for the ultimate haunted house attraction. All right. It says from the producer of Insidious and Paranormal Activity. You know, it seems like one of those, again, one of those movies that you see at the Redbox, and you have to scroll all the way back for like Halloween season, and then there it is, The Houses That October Built. And there's a sequel now, the Houses That October Built 2. Recovering from the trauma of being kidnapped last Halloween by the Blue Skeleton, a group who take extreme haunts to another level, 5 friends decide that they must face their fears in The Houses That October Built 2. That's actually a really neat mask design. I'm not gonna lie. Again, same producers from Insidious and Paranormal Activity. I think this is like an actual like series that they're trying to launch. And of course, we have the movie that a lot of people are suspecting that it's gonna be the most scariest haunted theme park movie, and that is Wonder Park, the 2019 movie. Wonder Park tells the story of a magnificent amusement park where the imagination of a wildly creative girl named June comes alive. That seems kind of horrific enough, even though they couldn't really call it Wonderland. They had to call it Wonder Park because, you know, copyright and stuff. But it looks like the monkeys and all the animals are like sentient, so they know what they're doing. So they could easily just lose their shit and start killing people. Or as far as I'm concerned, like the only person in there is this creative girl named June. We'll just have to see in 2019. I'm gonna put that on my to watch list as well. Wonder Park. All right, I think that should be enough for our horror theme park history lesson for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun making this and researching all these different movies that HELLFEST was probably inspired by. I'm not entirely sure. I'm also positive that there are some movies I missed as well. Leave those movies down in the comment section, followed by a cancerous pumpkin emoji. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't, while also supporting me on Patreon so you guys can help me pump out more content like this, just dumb, exciting movie talk, and a possibility of getting a shout out at the end of every video. Thank you so much for watching once again. Enjoy HELLFEST for any of those watching. I may put out a review, like a short little review of it the weekend that it comes out. And yeah, enjoy HELLFEST. I will see you all a little later.